Welcome back to Keto Journey. I'm Mike, your reformed fat man. Well, the scientist is at work, so got an idea, and I don't know how many of you have gone to Buc-ee's. If you hadn't, you get a chance, by all means do it. You're gonna love it. And at Buc-ee's, they have a piece of smoked sausage, a hunk of smoked sausage on a stick, and it's wrapped in a tortilla. Very tasty, very good, kind of along the lines of a pig in a blanket. So I'm going to try and reproduce that, but I'm going to put a different flair on it. I'm going to use a low carb wrap, and I'm going to use a method that I used recently in a video where I made poor man's burnt ends, where I used the smoked sausage and slow cooked it in the oven to make it more tender and to mimic a burnt end. And that's what I'm going to do with this. And then we'll wrap it with a tortilla, and I'm going to put actually some cheese in there with it inside the tortilla when I wrap it. So stick around and let's see how it turns out. See if my little experiment works. So I've got my oven preheated there. This is ready to go in, and I'm just going to put a little pepper on here. I put a little mustard on here for a binder. This is what I did with the other video. I'll try to link to it if I remember. I'm old, I forget. Put a little bit of mustard on it. Now some pepper and some salt. This is Himalayan pink salt. Roll them over, and we'll do this over again, and then put them in the oven. I'm gonna cover them, and they'll cook for 2 hours at 250. So when we come back, you'll see what we're gonna do then. Okay, so 2 hours has passed, and we're going to take off the tinfoil. Now, if I was doing the burnt ends still, oh, look there, it's looking good. If I was doing the burnt ends like I did before and not doing the dish that I'm doing now, I would put a little barbecue sauce on there. But since I'm not, since I'm gonna be wrapping them in a tortilla, I'm gonna leave them just like this, and we're gonna let them go for another hour. Here's what they come out looking like now. They look like they're dry. I promise you, they're anything but. They're moist and juicy as they can be. So now we're gonna wrap them. Okay, now it's time to skewer them. Get the tongs. And I got my stick here, which I've soaked in water for a while. And I'm going to skewer them and try to keep it going up the middle. That's good enough for now. That is good enough. Let me get me a tortilla. This is a low carb tortilla, and I'm gonna put some cheese right in there in the middle, hoping that it will not start oozing out. And now I'm just gonna roll it up and let it sit just like that. It's gonna be a little bit more bready than the or tortilla-y than the one from Buc-ee's, but that's okay. Because these sausages, this is not the kind of sausages they use, so we get this one going through here. Let me straighten this up here. Ow, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot. But you can see the juices in here. That's all right. I'm gonna call that good. Get me another tortilla. Another piece of cheese. I'm gonna try and keep it in the middle of it. And now we're just gonna let the cheese melt and the tortilla toast in the oven. And then we can dip them in something. If you want to try and enclose them and run it through the skewer that way, what I'm talking about is enclosing them, where you kind of bring it this way. Well, we can bring it that way to where the bottom's hanging out, and then like this. That's okay too. Matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with that one. I think I'm gonna go with that one. That'll work. Let's do that. We're winging this. We're kind of doing it on the fly, so let's try that. Close in the top and leave the bottom still open, because you can't really do it unless you want to wrap it first and then skewer it, but then you can't tell whether you're going through the middle or not. Alright, so I soaked these skewers. I don't know if you need to or not, but I did it because I did not want to have them. Whoops, tore that tortilla, didn't I? That's alright. That's alright. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over here. Got a little bit of the drippings. And these are going to go in a 350 oven just until they're toasted. Don't know how long it'll take, probably about 5 minutes, give or take. So, bring you back, show you what they look like when they're done. Right, these are our sausages. They are hot. The stick is hot. So, that's what we got going there. And they look good and they smell wonderful. And the cheese is good and melted, so it's ready to all put on a plate. And hopefully that stick will cool off fast. I'm glad. Yes, you may have that one. Oh, and that maple syrup, it works real well on the sausage too if you want to put it on that. All right. So let's get this plated up and I'll show you what we got. We'll get it going. Okay, my lovely wife Paige has consented to do a taste test. Be kind. I'm experimenting again. Okay. So
love your experiments.
You've got 2 meals and there's 2 videos going to be done with them.
Oh.
Because that would have been too long for one video, in my opinion. First off, you got the Brussels sprouts there. And they're made with maple syrup.
How can we do maple syrup?
Sugar-free. There's no sugar in it.
Wow.
How you like that?
Tastes just like another 5.
All right. So the next taste test.
Wait, what else? Is there something else in here like this?
Just salt and pepper.
Oh.
Garlic powder, onion powder.
Okay.
All right, now you've got the...
Is this interesting?
You remember at Buc-ee's how they have the sausage wrapped in a tortilla on a stick?
Oh, yeah.
This is my attempt at kind of creating a dupe of it that's low carb. So it's, you can call it a pig in a blanket if you want to, but I didn't get the wrap quite tight enough, I don't think. It's a work in progress. You may have to break some of it off because it might be too much breading on there, too much wrap.
Okay. So what's this?
That's ranch dressing for you to dip because I know you are the ranch queen.
I can drink it.
She's not lying, folks.
Probably said that before on here. All right, here we go. tastes good.
Yeah.
This is a little hard, at least on the end, to bite into.
Okay.
But I have a feeling it won't be as.
When it gets further down.
But it's so good.
I'm glad.
Mm.
So is that a winner?
It's a winner.
Okay.
Winner. Have some more. Let's have it
Okay.
again.
Okay. Well, when she wants it again, that's a good sign. All right, folks, until the next time, this is Mike at Keto Journey and Paige. Yeah, saying, let's be careful out there.